Okay. After a lot of time off, it is time for our reading sprints for the month of July. Believe it or not. I know, I say it every time. Believe it or not, it is July, which means we are on to another book and another decade. And we are in the 60s this month, which is super exciting. And we are still trucking along. So this month, we are reading Valley of the Dolls, which was my birthday pick. So we didn't do polls or anything for that. So we just picked that. And just a brief, quick synopsis. I'll just pull this up for everyone to see. So you can be reminded of the book we're reading. Can you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. That's on my phone, but yes, I can see it.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So Valley of the Dolls, this is, the synopsis says dolls. Red or black, capsules or tablets, washed down with vodka or swallowed straight for Anne, Neely, and Jennifer. It doesn't matter as long as the pill bottle is within easy reach. These three women become best friends when they are young and struggling in New York City and then climb to the top of the entertainment industry, only to find that there is no place left to go but down into the Valley of the Dolls. So very kind of cryptic and interesting. I love the cover. It's probably one of my favorite covers that I've seen lately. And you know me, I'm a cover person. I buy solely on covers. So I think it's very interesting. I know a lot of what everyone will probably be seeing as they're looking for this book is like the 50th anniversary edition. That one, yeah, which is also very beautiful. But it doesn't really give you any idea of the book. It kind of is just more of a modern take on that current publishing style, essentially.
Yeah, I know.
Like it. I think it is a very nice cover. I am excited about this book. The reason why I picked it was
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I was reading. I can't be very specific because you know how I live. But a lot of the times, what happens, why I will put books on my like want to read list is I'm reading something else and it will refer to something. And I don't know what I was reading, but it mentioned this book and it mentioned something about it. And I was like, oh, well, that sounds really interesting. So I put it in my want to read. So then when we decided we were going to read through the decades, when I found out that my month was going to be the 60s, I was like, yay. And then I started to look through a lot of the books in the 60s and I was like, I have read a lot of these books. So there weren't books that like really intrigued me, but then all of a sudden I saw, oh, Valley of the Dolls was written in the 60s. So it just seems like perfect timing to be able to read a book that I had listed on my want to read. I wish I would write down like where I see these things, but a lot of times it's literally like, someone will say something in here, I'll be in a different live stream, or I'll be watching someone's booktube video, and I go right into Goodreads and I just put want to read so that I don't forget about it.
Yeah.
But I always forget where I heard it from. So anyways, that's long story short, that it was just, I read it somewhere. I read a reference to it and I was like, oh, I'm going to read that. So I'm glad we can get to it. I haven't really heard any criticism in this. Obviously, it's a book from the 60s, so you don't really hear about those books too much unless someone's doing like a readathon for it. But I will say that we are kind of engaging on modern classics. So previous to this month, we've been reading, the 90s, 80s. All these are more like contemporary-ish, but now we're really like even the 70s, we're like into classic modern. And because I know a lot of the books that are from the 60s, I read as classics in college. So perhaps even at this point, we can consider 80s are starting to encroach on those classic, like modern classics, which is very interesting, I think. So who knows? This is probably now considered a classic. I wonder what the true definition of like what is considered a classic. Like, is there a certain time frame? Like, is there like 50 years, then it's a class, and I think it has to be somewhat critically acclaimed, right?
Yeah, I know more about like defining eras for like vintage or whatever else regarding like clothing or like objects, but for books, I don't know what the rules are for what makes what like as the years go past, what makes a definition shift or change, you know. Aside from these are like modern classics, like you said.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before I get too much into chatty, let's go ahead and say hello to our peeps here in the comments. Andy, nice to see you. Wonderful. I'm so happy you're here. Let us know as we get closer to our first reading sprint what you'll be reading this evening. We'll talk about what we'll be reading soon, but we have a few more things, some housekeeping things before we get into that. And Cool Gamer, I think it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Nice to
Hi.
see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be reading this month. I unfortunately am still waiting for a copy from my library because the copy that was at my library is lost, which is so weird because when I first looked for it, it didn't say that, but maybe me looking for it prompted it to be looked for or something, and then now it's lost. So there is only one other copy in our system, and that's currently being read, and someone else has it on hold because I'm number 2 in the queue. So I'm not going to get that anytime soon. So I'm going to try to find it elsewhere, probably just an Audible credit, to be honest. But I'm not going to do that tonight because if you know me and you know my channel, you've seen me do this 40 before 40 challenge. I have like 8 days to read like 8 books. So I'm going to be focusing on that tonight as I've been focusing on that for the last several weeks. So anywho, but before we get into all of that, let's talk about the month of August. So as it is our first Tuesday of the month reading sprints, we do also provide the selections for the next month book picks. So Laura's going to go through the books that we have for voting for August. These are books that were written in the 1950s. And once the poll concludes, we will read one of those books for August. And I do believe this one of our readers gave us these.
Yep, it's Andy as always. Her birthday is August, so thank you, Andy, for participating again. We love it. I should have checked with you beforehand, Andy, to see if these were all okay still. If they're not, we can make a change. Just let us know. It's not the end of the world. Don't worry. I'm gonna go, I think, in the order that I texted you that picture.
Okay.
Earlier. So first up, we have Excellent Women by Barbara Pym. A little copy here. Okay. Let me get through all the BS stuff. Excellent Woman has as its center Mildred Lathbury, a clergyman's daughter and a mild-mannered spinster in 1950s England. She is one of those, quote, excellent women, the smart, supportive, repressed women whom men take for granted. As Mildred gets embroiled in the lives of her new neighbors, anthropologist Helena Napier and her handsome, dashing husband Rocky, and Julian Mallory, the vicar next door, the novel presents a series of snapshots of human life as actually and pluckily lived in a vanishing world of manners and repressed desires. This is on the shorter side. The copy I have is about 250 pages, so not too bad. And then next up we have The Group by Mary McCarthy. I have them both from my library, and they're just like generic, like boring copies, you know what I mean? Not so fun to hold up and show. Anyways, so we have The Group by Mary McCarthy. Okay, this follows the lives of 8 Vassar graduates known simply to their classmates as The Group. An eclectic mix of personalities and upbringings, they meet a week after graduation to watch Kay Strong get married. After the ceremony, the women begin their adult lives, traveling to Europe, tackling the worlds of nursing and publishing, and finding love and heartbreak in the streets of New York City. Through the years, some of the friends grow apart and some become entangled in each other's affairs, but all vow not to become like their mothers and fathers. It is only when one of them passes away that they all come back together again to mourn the loss of a friend, a confidant, and most importantly, a member of the group. I just read a little brief review this afternoon, and this is set in the Depression. It starts in the Depression. So it's just like a timeline thing.
Kind of sounds like the beginning of First Wives Club.
A little, yeah. I know. And then last up, we have Marjorie Morningstar by Herman Wouk. Wouk? I think it's Wouk. A starry-eyed young beauty, Marjorie Morgenstern is 19 years old when she leaves home to accept the job of her dreams, working in a summer stock company for Noel Ehrman, its talented and intensely charismatic director. Released from the social constraints of her traditional Jewish family and thrown into the glorious, colorful world of theater, Marjorie finds herself entangled in a powerful affair with a man destined to become the greatest and the most destructive love of her life. Rich with humor and poignancy, Marjorie Morningstar is a classic love story, one that spans 2 continents and 2 decades in the life of its heroine. I didn't say how long these were. The group is roughly 500 pages, and I think Marjorie Morningstar is a little bit longer. My copy, just from the 60s, I think, is roughly 570 pages. So there we go. All 3 picks for Andy for her birthday month. Andy, are they all okay? These are
Yep, she said still good,
cool.
But I think she thought that she did catch 22. Which is funny. So Andy had originally put this up. She said that her book club had picked that. And I was like, oh, I think that was written in the 60s too. Not knowing that she meant like she thought it was one of the picks.
Yeah.
And then she put this one up and I was like, oh, I was right. Or the 50s. We'll be happy no matter what gets picked, dying to read them all. They all sound fascinating, and I like the covers of all of them as well. But yeah, when I was pulling them up and I saw the synopsis for the group, I was like, is this First Wives Club? Like, and then when you finish reading, I was like, not First Wives Club. I loved that movie, not to get off topic, but
it's been forever since I've seen it.
Oh my gosh. I used to watch it over and over. We had it on VHS. I loved it. I mean, I was a kid. Yeah. So loved it. Okay. So Andy is going to be reading Valley of the Dolls to see if she's going to read it, see if she's going to continue that for the month of July. What are you going to be reading?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I would like to water my plants outside before I forget again. So I should do that while it's still daylight, technically. I'd like to reply to comments since I haven't done that. And I could update my planner. But also, I have so many books I'm in the middle of. It's disgusting. So as much as I would like to start this tonight, I think I'm going to wait and maybe till later on in the night. But I'm going to focus first, I just decided, on this one, which is nonfiction. So it's sort of nonfiction about like how important it is for women to have, I'm going to say like a hobby or something they're passionate about as they age and stuff. Like, because we all have that when we were little kids. Like, you're something you're really into, even if it's tons of little things like ancient Egypt. You probably had that too at one point. Like, but how important it is to have something outside focus, especially as you grow up. If you become married, you don't lose yourself. If you have kids, that's even more important to not lose yourself. So the author's obsession is Benedict Cumberbatch. So she's talking to people who have the similar or same obsession so far. And now she's starting to talk to psychologists and psychiatrists about obsessions and things. So it's good. It's very cheeky. It's very funnily written, like very casual, extremely readable. So I think I'm going to finish this because if I don't finish, I have 150 pages left. I don't know if I can do that. But, we'll try. Because it's little. It's just thin. Yeah. So that's sort of my plan. I'm water plants and then hopefully read. We'll see.
Nice.
And you're going to do puzzle, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm at the puzzle. I'm at the puzzle desk. And in case you all were wondering, no, I have not touched this puzzle since the last time you saw me touch this puzzle. Because my stepdaughter was down here home from school, and then she only just left again like 2 weeks ago. So now I have my office back, and now I can do this more. Which even if but no, because, I could have come down here, but not when she was down here. Because obviously that would be weird because there's the bed right there. we'd just be staring at each other. It would be weird. But anyways, so I'm gonna do audiobook, and the book that I'm currently listening to that is part of my 40 books before I turn 40 challenge is Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. And right now I'm like, I don't know, somewhere in the book. I feel like I'm like at least 40% in, but I just don't understand how to decipher Audible's time stuff. It's very confusing because they have like two timers going. So they have this middle timer going, which I think is like the real time. And then they have this other timer going, which I think is the time of your current like chapter or something. But they're too closely, it's so bizarre. So I don't know. I think I have like 5 hours left of like listening time. So obviously I won't be able to finish tonight, but I don't know.
The time on the right side is the actual time of the chapter, whatever you're listening to. So if you're listening to like 4 times speed, that time on the right will jump 4 seconds at a clip.
Right. Yes. It's just for this particular book, it's super confusing because I think the way it's set up is I don't think it's actually separating chapters out. I think it's separating parts. And the way that this book is, because I looked in the chapter, like the table of contents, and there's like the first part is like it's very much the entirety of the book. Mm-hmm. And then part 2 is like probably a quarter of that time. So I think it's just confusing because they're so very close to each other that I'm like, that's can't be right. But anyways, just neither here nor there. I'm going to read it, listen to it, whatever, get it done. I am thinking at this point, it's probably going to be a 3-star for me just because there's some problematic things that I'm not really enjoying. We won't get into that. But yeah, I'm excited to work on my puzzle. Before I get into working on the puzzle or anything though, I will get the poll up in our community tab so everyone has that, and that will be up for 2 weeks. So you'll see that will be announced. Let's look at the calendar. That is the 20th. So you'll have until the 20th because then we'll announce it on the 21st for our book for August. Yeah. Getting real. It's almost Christmas, everyone. Yeah. Anywho, and Andy, thank you. Yeah, I should read that book because I love that movie. And you do have some really great hobbies. I can't imagine how fun it probably is to be like your grandchildren because just games and all the quilting and everything. Probably a cool house to go to. Hi, Elizabeth.
Oh, hey, Elizabeth. Well,
oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
Like your first reading sprint ever, or just first reading sprint with us? Because wow, I'm feeling like that's crazy. You came here for your first reading sprint? That's amazing.
We're unprofessional. What are you doing
here? We're terrible. I'm going to tell you right now, we talk way more than we read. But anyways, Marilyn and her books. Ooh, that sounds like a good one. I'm going to have to look that one up. Yep. So, yeah, absolutely. They are fun. Yeah, we're all waving at you from Wisconsin. We've got people in the comments, Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, forever?
Wow.
Ever? I'm like honored.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, that is so nice.
We like you too.
We like you too. Oh, that's so sweet. Aww. Shucks. I always get that like that goofy gosh in my head when you get that. I gotta make sure I don't forget that Marilyn in her books. But yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start a sprint. And I think we found the sweet spot is 25 minutes, it seems like. So we're gonna do that. And when we come back, it'll be, so we'll pretend it's 25 right now. So 50. We'll come back at the 50
Mhm.
and we'll chat about what we read and probably something else bizarro
Mhm.
that comes to my mind, because that's what ends up happening is Danny goes off on tangents
Mhm.
and we try to have fun. So we hope you enjoy yourself and enjoy the books that you're reading. So what we'll do for, so I'm helping Elizabeth understand, since this is our first time here, we'll mute ourselves, and then I put a little banner on the bottom that'll say what time we're all coming back. And then I put up like a cozy reading ASMR. But if you are like, I like no sound, feel free to mute us during that time and just know that we're coming back at the 50. We've had some people do chores during that time. You don't have to read. You can read whatever you like or do whatever you like, and then come back and chitty chat with us. So anywho, we'll mute. I'll find a nice ASMR. Do you have any moods tonight, Laura?
Nope. Whatever you feel like, whatever looks good.
I think I'm gonna do like a city landscape, since
Okay.
our book technically is in like Beverly Hills.
Sure.
Maybe we can get like maybe I could find a Hollywood sign one.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'll look quickly. I don't want to waste too much time searching. It's like Netflix. You're just like, this one looks nice. This one looks nice. Then you're like, what am I doing? This is supposed to just help me relax.
Right.
Anywho, okay, here we go. Happy reading.
See you in a bit.
Okay. How do we do? Did you get your water, your plants watered?
Yep, plants are watered and updated my planner. And I read about 10 pages. So, not too bad. How'd you?
I got our poll up, so that's ready. So if you would like to vote for our August book, those 3 options are up in our community tab on YouTube. I've been working my puzzle. It's a little, I feel like this is the first puzzle I've ever done in my life because I'm like not, I must be tired or something because it's taking me forever to do like really small area.
Yeah.
Right now I'm working on the science fiction. So it's all this
cool.
green, it's all this green.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's really just, it's throwing me off. But it also could be that the book that I'm listening to is like, I just went through a really intense scene. So it could be that I was just like totally
Yeah.
like zoning out into the book and was like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Could have been that too.
Yeah.
So, I think so I own the movie Interview with a Vampire, but it's like still wrapped in plastic. Like it's not even been opened yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people like in my basically from the age of 18 to 30, I went through like a huge phase of like major nostalgia, just like, prime millennial, like bought all the things that I thought I wanted to keep forever. So I have the movie, and like I said, it's still wrapped in the plastic. But I don't think I've ever seen it. However, as I've been reading, well, here's what I have seen. Like obviously it's a pop culture thing, right? Interview with a Vampire. We know Brad Pitt is in it. We know that Tom Cruise is in it. We know that Christopher or oh my gosh.
Kirsten Dunst.
That too, but oh my God, the guy that looks like Jack Nicholson, but he's young.
Christian Bale.
Say it again?
Not Christian, not Christian Bale. Christian,
Yes, you're right. Christian.
Oh my God, that's
my
terrible.
gosh.
We were
This
fake
is so
married at one
bad.
point. I'm a bad fake wife. I should remember this. Oh my
So I
God,
was
Andy, please help us.
I was obsessed with him. I used to watch all of his movies.
Pump up the volume. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna, it's so bad.
Bed of Roses, Untamed Heart. Oh my God, Untamed Heart. What is his name? Oh my God.
I think someone come rescue us. What?
I can't look at my phone. I'm on my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I don't want to look at my phone. I want to like know it. Oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Okay, my iPad. It's not Christian Bale because that's the British guy.
No, it's not. No, it's not Christian Bale. It's, oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Oh my God.
This is so bad.
Slater.
Oh my God, Christian Slater. So I know all these people are in it, and I feel like I've seen like key scenes from this film, like, but like now that I'm reading it, I'm like, I know for sure I've not seen this movie. But I'm also very confused because like I know some pivotal things from seeing these little small clips from the movie. And I'm kind of upset that I saw those because they're kind of like totally spoiling for me because I'm like, well, this just happened, but I know from the movie that this happens.
Right, but is it the same as the book?
That's very true. So far, based on what I remember from these small clips that I don't know where I would have seen them. It must have been like, how TV used to be a thing and you just flip through it. I must have seen scenes and was like, oh, because I'm one of those people too. Like if I see it on TV and I haven't seen the whole thing, I won't just like start in the middle of the movie. Like I'll be like, oh, that's too bad. I'm not gonna watch this. But I know before the live started, I told you I was like, this is feeling very problematic to me. Well, there's a scene that just happened, and I didn't like the character for a while. Claudia, as I'm talking about. I really like her now. I like what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really nervous because there's a scene that I remember from the movie. She doesn't make it out. That scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm like hoping it's different in the book because like I don't know. Anywho. So now I'm getting nervous, but I am enjoying it so far. This portion of the read.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling she doesn't. Because honestly, you shouldn't make children vampires. So
Right.
that's just the rule. That should be the rule.
It's a rule for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. Exactly. Bought the audiobook of So I Am An. Awesome. Did you do that because you couldn't find it, or you started reading it and you're like, yeah, I like this, so I'm gonna do it? Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was really bad. Like,
That's painful.
I loved him.
I know.
There was this one movie. Do you remember the movie where he was like the really shy kid and he at nighttime did like a podcast essentially, but it was over the radio, and the girl like falls in love with him. What's it called?
Pump Up the Volume. Mm-hmm.
I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw that movie, because I'm millennial, you're Gen X.
I'm an Xennial, excuse me.
Yes, you're a Zennial.
Mm-hmm.
I act like a Zennial, but apparently everyone else says I'm too young to be a Zennial. But I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of Zennial traits.
You have a lot of Gen X traits to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, so the scene in that movie, if you recall, when she figures it out and finds him, and they're up on the rooftop,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, he's shirtless, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And he says something like, no, we're not the same, or it's not the same. And then she takes her shirt off. I remember being like completely like, why would she do that? Like, because again, I think I was like probably a preteen, like
Mm-hmm.
not, probably shouldn't have been watching that movie, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, because again, these are high school kids, you know, and I'm like a middle schooler probably when I was watching that movie, and I was just like, I can't believe she just did that. I can't believe she just did that. I can't believe she just did that. I think about that scene all of the time. I don't know why, but I loved it. I was like, that is just so, because I just felt like she was so empowered and just like such a like powerful person. And I just was like, I wish I was like that, but like not, I mean, I wouldn't just like take my shirt.
No, you
But
would
like
not.
I was like, wow. But I will tell you, now that I'm thinking
later
of it,
on.
yeah, my first thought was like, she's not wearing a bra.
Yeah.
Anywho, but I love that movie. I love that movie. And I, you know, it always cracked me up because anytime that you have that trope, you know, of like someone who's like a geek and they become whatever, like what's that movie, Power of Love with Patrick Dempsey? They're hot. Give me a break. They're not dweebs. They're good looking. They're good looking as dweebs too. Right. So I always had a huge crush on Patrick Dempsey ever since Power of Love. Like, or is that what it's called?
No, I think it's Crazy in Love.
Yeah, something like that. Now I'm thinking of like Huey Lewis in the News.
I can just picture him on the
lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could not stand that girl. She is such a jerk. But
is that Ione
yeah.
Sky?
What's that?
Is that Ione Sky? Ione Sky? Is that her name?
I don't know. I just know it's Patrick Dempsey. But yeah. And then, you know, you have later on in the 2000s or late 90s, I think it was the 2000s with She's All That, which she was always good looking. Oh, she wears glasses? Okay, so she's Superwoman. Like, I that always bothered me. Because when I was that age, all I thought was, like, if I could just have a makeover, then someone would love me. So, yeah, I hated those movies. I mean, I loved them. Don't get me wrong, but they also sucked.
I know.
because
Still to this day, I am salty that I never got glamour shots done. I'm still mad about it. Like, I always wanted it done so badly. I thought it was so stylish and cool. Like, how
yeah,
glamorous.
yeah, with the big bangs and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everyone looked like they were 45 and they were like 11, you know? But I wanted it so badly.
So my mom, I don't know why that was a trend, but so when we lived in Virginia, my mom took us to this person's house where they were doing like glamour shots. And it was I was so creeped out by it. So I'm a fifth grader. So what is that, like 11? And so it was my mom and I were getting like these glamour shots. So they were doing your makeup. So of course, this is the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had hair down to my butt. Okay. I like past my butt. I had very long hair.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like tease this hair. Okay. They're just teasing it. They're trying to give me like bang. I don't have bangs.
Yeah.
Because like I have hair like this, but like I wish I could find the pictures because it's so bad. My hair is so bad at this point because like my mom just never let me cut it. So it looked like horse hair. It looked terrible because it was damaged. You need to cut your hair. So anyways, they're like trying to tease it and then they're like, well, you need to take your shirt off. And then my mom had her shirt off, but we're like have like cloth or whatever. So then we had like this cloth, and then they put like tulle around us, like there was like a cloud around our shoulders. Mm-hmm. So like we have no clothes on, and we're like, and I had my hand on her, and we're like supposed to smile. Oh my God, I have never seen those pictures. I have not seen them in decades, and I'm hoping that they probably got thrown away at some point because
no, I would kill to see those.
Oh my God, if I can find them ever, I will share them with you. But I remember it being the most awkward, like traumatizing moment of that year because it was weird. It was like a married couple and we were in their basement and they're like putting all this makeup and like totally messing with my hair. And then like get naked so that we can take this picture of you and your mother.
Yeah. That's how it was. I mean, I know. I knew someone who did it out of their house too. And even then my mom was like, no. It's like, come on, please.
Well, so it reminds me of like Napoleon Dynamite. When she's doing the glamour shots.
I don't
remember.
I remember it. Shut up, Tina.
Yeah, no. So the girl, she's like she's trying to make money. You know, she can go to college. Her mom goes to college. Anyways, and so she does glamour shots. So she takes the pictures for Kip and Uncle Rico for their little Tupperware scheme, and she says, think you're like he's like this. That movie, oh my goodness. I can't believe that movie is already like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Because I remember that movie came out the same week as Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and I had turned 18, and my friend and I went to the movie theater in Brookfield, and we had to pick between those two movies, and it was for my birthday. I was going for my birthday. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah. So 22 years ago, we were seeing that we chose Harold and Kumar, of course. It wasn't until I was in college that Beth Ann had me watch Napoleon Dynamite, and I was like, what did I just watch? And then I watched like 20 more times. Yeah. The movie's hilarious. But anyways, Elizabeth, see what you're missing out on?
I know. By the way, the movie is Can't Buy Me Love. I can't believe it.
Can't Buy Me Love. That's what it is.
Yeah. And just for like a mind, Pump Up the Volume came out in 1990. Like, that is bonkers to me.
So I probably saw that when it was syndicated on television because I was only 4 when that came out. And I know I was like in middle school. Maybe a little bit younger, but like enough to know what was happening.
Yeah. Oh my God. Untamed Heart was 93. Wow. Interview with the Vampire was 94. That's crazy. Bed of Roses.
That was only like 20 years ago though, right?
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, Hard Rain. I forgot about the movie. I gotta put this down
Yeah.
just later.
You get into a rabbit hole. Get into
Seriously
a rabbit hole. I know.
there.
They don't make movies like they used to.
God. The
No
90s
more
were
of that
really fun.
problematic teenage angst
Mhm.
with actors who are 20 years older than their characters.
It's crazy how many 90s movies hold up so well, though. If you think about it, it really is crazy. Like Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
but I mean, if you do watch them, they're so problematic. Like
A
especially
lot of them are,
movies made
yeah.
in the 80s. There's like
Well, yeah,
you're
but I
like,
mean, like Jurassic Park totally holds
oh
up.
yeah,
I mean,
well,
that was 93. That holds up really well.
yes.
I still like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I know that that's like the jokest movie ever, but I'm a Robin Hood girl. What can I say? That was 91. Like, it's not bad to watch now. It's not terrible. Like, I mean,
I mean, there's a
not
handful.
bad. Yeah, I
There's a
mean, but
handful.
it's Point Break. That's a great movie still. That was, I don't know, like 94, 95 or something, probably.
Speed.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Speed was good.
I know. I miss the 90s. I miss the age I was in the 90s, I should say. That was my only like decent decade.
Yeah, I had a good sprint in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
In the knots.
The naughties. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good thing none of it's documented.
I was thinking when I go to my mom's house next time, I should pull some of my photos from high school and stuff, and just have them at the house here because I haven't seen a lot of those things in a long time. I think I have two smaller. Remember when those like small 4x6 books came out? You could like pack them through. They were kind of fat, just 4x6s.
Yeah.
I have two of those in the basement, but there was from like prom and dances.
Yeah.
But I know I have stuff of me and like I loved the Scooby-Doo shirt in particular. I'd wear that with like a flannel and jeans. It was the 90s. I was listening to a lot of grunge, you know. But I loved that. And there's a picture of me somewhere with that on. I just wish I knew where it was. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I find pictures of me and I just go, oh my God.
You're supposed to.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Actually, I think there's a photo of me from high school on the fridge with my friend Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think you're wearing a white shirt.
Nope.
There's a white shirt picture somewhere.
Probably.
I see it every time I'm there.
I know. Oh, it's not a white shirt. It's a picture of me and my parents at my friend's wedding. And I'm wearing a strapless dress, which is a light color, and it looks like... Is it this?
There's a different shirt. There's a different... It's with your friends.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm thinking of now.
Yeah. This is super dusty. But this is me and my friend Michelle at a dance in the 90s.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that one.
Like,
Yes.
I should pull it out of here. I was wearing like wide black palazzo pants, a burgundy long sleeve shirt, and a long black vest. So it's like
My mom used to buy me
crazy
like pants that always had like crazy crap on them. So I had a pair of jeans that had like straight up fireworks up and down the legs, like blasts of glitter.
Awesome.
That I was supposed to wear. I wore them to school one time and I was never to wear those again.
Yeah.
I also had a pair of like black pants that I actually wore to the senior dance. Because I don't know why. I was like, I'm not going to wear a dress. I'm going to wear these.
Yeah, those are cool.
Black pants that looked like snakeskin.
Nice.
With a t-shirt that had the London skyline on it.
Oh, Danny.
And I had to go home early from that dance because I was having such terrible cramps that I was like literally doubled over in the girls' bathroom. And it was the very and only dance that I was actually asked to by someone. And I went with them and I was like, I'm really sorry, but I feel like I'm going to vomit because I'm like, everything is just terrible right now. And my mom was like, I can't come and get you. I'm somewhere else. And I'm like, great. So I had to like sit there and like probably ruined everyone else's night because they sat with me too. But I'm just like, this sucks. Sucks. But anyways, I remember that was the first dance I didn't wear a dress. It was pride. Why? But anyways, digress. Okay, so this is what happens as we get way crazy down tangents.
If you
my
watch
friends.
other Sprints, Elizabeth, which you should, they're much more professional than we are.
They probably read a lot more.
They really,
or
really
talk
do.
about actual books.
Right.
And
not the 90s.
and not the 90s.
Oh my
Anywho, let's go ahead and do another sprint. We'll pretend it's the 15, so we'll come back at, what is that? 15 plus 25 is 40.
Mhm.
Sound about right?
Yep.
Okay. Good, good. I'm so happy because
Okay.
it would be so weird.
Like, oh,
like, so I did my very first sprint last night, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore.
They were all over the place, and they didn't read.
Yeah, they need help.
Need some medication.
Which is not untrue. However,
yeah.
Let's go ahead and get back to reading. I'm going to continue on Vampire Interview with Vampire and my puzzle. Are you going back to Cumberbatch?
I am, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, good luck, everyone. Oops.
Yeah. I just noticed what time it was.
I think the clock before, and I was like, oh, I got a couple minutes. And then I think I looked at it again and was thinking 50
Oh,
from last time. Anyhow. My book's getting crazy.
well, that's good.
But I got very far in my corner.
Oh, good.
So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
I finished it except for one piece. So yeah, now I can move on to the Western, which is right here. And then all I'll have left after that is the very center.
Nice.
I don't know why I skipped the Western. So I was moving up. So I went from the adventure up here, like skipped Western for some reason. So I must have just been drawn to doing the green.
Yeah.
Because it's like an easy color to see. Because yeah, the Western's like all brown. How did you do?
Oh, good. I got to page 104. So that's not bad. It made me laugh several times. I'm really enjoying this. Fun book.
We have some new people joining us.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Oh, welcome.
Is that Elena? Is that how you pronounce? Just kind of reading that. Welcome to our reading sprint. So glad to have you here. And you are reading Court of Silver Flames.
Nice.
Is that the last one? Or the last one that's published? That's like Nesta's story, right?
I don't remember. Is it the fourth one? Is the fourth one Nesta?
No. The
I haven't
fourth one, I think, is the Frost, the Christmas book. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. The fifth one. I think that's the fifth one.
I got to get
Court
back.
of Silver Flames. That one is probably my favorite one of all of them, just because, I don't know, I never liked Nesta until her book. And then I was like, you go, girl. Like, I'm so happy we have such a feisty character. So, good.
Nice.
Yeah. I read that like sometime last year. I like read them all pretty quickly in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. This has been a great night for newbies. So thank you very much. Now that you were in part of a sprint, you'll see our kooky side, which is our chatty side, which sometimes goes off the rails. So hopefully you'll be back after seeing that part. But yeah, thinking about what we've read so far this year, just here in book club, do you have any standouts? Because we're like halfway through, right? We've read 6 books so far, so we're halfway through the year. What do you think about our books this year? I mean, last month we DNF'd as a whole, so like we didn't finish that book.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, Wish Her Safe at Home. I liked that. That was weird, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Death at La Fenice, that was pretty good.
I do find myself thinking about Death at La Fenice every once in a while. I really do like that character. I think I might revisit that series, but there's like 32 books. It's a series. It's long. So I don't know about that, but I did like that character.
Oh, You're Down Yonder, that was good. Middle grade March.
You're Down Yonder, that was good. The middle grade.
Yeah, Lanny, I love Lanny.
Lanny was something.
Yeah. And then Apples Never Fall.
Not my favorite of hers.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
No, I'm still kind of mad about the ending.
Yeah, the ending. Oh,
Yeah.
but totally her style.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like totally her style. Um, is that all? Is that all we read? That's six?
Hmm.
Apples Never Fall, Lanny, You're Down Yonder, Venice, Oracle. What's
Wish her safe at home was me.
first at home? Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite book that we've read just in all of our time?
Oh God. Not off the top of my head. How about you?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to like it would be fun to like get a list of all the books that we read and
Yeah.
see. Like I wonder if I even like what's been the best book that we've read? Trying to see like so for our first year we read Atonement, but
Mhm.
Snow Falling on Cedars, Green Glass House. That was pretty decent. This Tender Land was pretty good.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Yeah. Uh that Sweet Shop of Dreams, Rosie Hopkins,
Yeah. I
The
like
Namesake,
that.
uh, Big Little Lies. I would say I think we had our best book club discussion of that Big Little Lies. That was crazy. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I think I DNF'd that towards the end. I didn't finish it. The Glass Castle, that was a pretty decent discussion. That was a
Yeah. I
good one.
DNF that one.
Yeah. The guest list, that was fun. That was a fun
Yeah,
one.
I liked that one. Hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, In a Dark, Dark Wood. That was a good one.
That
I
was.
think about that one all the time. Yeah, that was a good first year book club. Not
Mhm.
that our other books haven't been good, but like that was a good way to start.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think you won we gave a book away that month or something.
I think I got
You
the
won
second
it.
one. I had 2 copies of the second one.
Yeah. Um,
I think. I don't know.
yeah, it's always fun to look back at like certain books and be like, where I mean specifically in book clubs because a
Mhm.
lot of times you're not picking those books. Um, it's always fun to like look back and see like, am I glad that I read that? Or am I like, "Ah, I had to read this for book club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like to see the memes too of like people like the red flags in book clubs, like the person who doesn't read the book, the person who just watches the movie,
Mhm.
all that. And I think to myself, who am I? I'm like, well, I usually always read the book, but I also usually don't like it. Like, not that I don't like it, but I'm usually very skeptical. I'm always like, I'm like the Debbie Downer of the group when it comes to the book.
Yeah. You're like, well, this was a 3 for most things.
Yeah. I know. I'm terrible. I'm like, three, three.
Mhm.
Well, it's funny too, because now that I have books on Storygraph, because they let you do quarter ratings. So like my ratings of books are always lower than what it seems on Goodreads, because Goodreads are whole ratings. So I always round to the nearest, whole
Mhm.
number. So it's like I'll read a book and then I go into Storygraph and give it a real rating, and then they go into Goodreads and I have to give it an upper rating. So, but yeah, it's pretty funny. So I reread Gift of the Sea
Yeah.
by Anne Morrow Lindbergh, which is one of my 40 before 40 books. And I remember when I had read it previously, it was a year that I had done a subscriber picks my books for that month for TBR, and that's why I even read that book. And I remember I gave it a 3 star at the time, and I was like, it really just didn't, it wasn't the book for me. It didn't really sit with me. And I remember getting a lot of comments from some of my subscribers saying like, oh, it's going to hit you differently once you have kids, and like you have to live a little bit longer for it to really hit you right. And I was like, okay. So that's why I wanted to reread it. I still gave it 3 stars. Like, yes, the pieces that are about family and a woman's role in family and women's role with kids and everything, yes, those pieces did resonate with me more. But overall, I kind of felt the same way about it. My favorite part of the whole book is when she comes back, when it's like the 20th anniversary, and there's like a short chapter in there where she reflects on her writing. Like, that was my favorite part of the whole book, which is not the book. So I found that interesting in rereads. Have you ever done that where you've reread a book and you think you're going to feel differently about it, but you don't? You end up feeling the same, even though time has passed and life experiences have passed?
I usually like either it confirms it or I like it more. But the only book I reread that I did not want to reread was Dostoevsky, because I just don't like Russian literature. I just don't. So when we read that for that group thing, I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
So still better, but I was like,
Well, probably what helped that is because we were, going through it and we were discussing it as a group. That sometimes helps.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, a lot of times when we do our book club discussions, we start the conversation with, I'm giving this a 2-star. And then we all discuss it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I mean, I understood why people liked it more. And that's what made me like it more. But, like, the book itself, I still don't like it. I don't.
Yeah.
So, like, I could see what people like in it. And I couldn't see what people liked in it before. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe, like, it was a couple of things, but not so much of it, like,
Well, Dostoevsky is so political, and, like, his writing is very much of the time of the suppression of the economical and
oh yeah,
all of the strains in Russia. So when you read his writing, not only is it extremely long, they're very long stories, but there's so many layers and elements that it is a lot. It's a lot.
I like the nonfiction part of that, like actual Russian history. Very interesting. I'm very, very into that. I've watched a lot about it. I've read some books about it. I'm totally into that. But fiction about it, I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. I want the real thing is interesting to me. The fake thing is not interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I read that The Kitchen Boy.
Yeah, I like
which
that.
I know you've read, and that was just, that sent me down a rabbit hole. I was like on Wikipedia. I was like, I want to know how much of this, because it really, like, the scene I'm talking, like the end scene.
Mm-hmm.
That I was just like, is that how it went down? Because, like, I mean, that they get murdered. It's the revolution,
Right.
but, like, your mind, like, whitewashes it. You just kind of like, I'm not gonna think about how it happened. And then when you read, like, I mean, this is a fictional story, but, like, you're like, is that what happened? So I am, like, probably gonna try to investigate that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I can recommend
I'm not trying to be morbid, but, like,
No.
is that what happened? Is that what they did? So
yeah,
I would be
chunk of
interested.
that at the end is accurate.
Oh, that seems.
Yeah. And there's more in that series too. I just never followed up on.
Yes, I did notice that there is. Yeah, I did notice there. It's like there's more, but I don't know if I'll continue. That was just haunting, but a great story. And
yeah,
don't you find it so interesting how sometimes, like, so I read Gentleman in Moscow, and that's a thick one. That's a thick story. Wonderful story. I gave it 5 stars. Loved it. Didn't think I was gonna like it, but I loved it. Huge book. Kitchen Boy, tiny little book, tiny little story. Loved it. I thought it was fantastic. How is it that these writers, I mean, 2 fantastic stories, but why do they have to be so long when they can make such good stories so short? It's crazy. That's why I love writing. That's why I love reading, because it's like, it's so crazy, because I wouldn't change anything about either one of those stories. I wouldn't make one longer. I wouldn't make one shorter. It's insane. I love it. I love it. I think you really can see that in short stories, because sometimes you read a short story and it's like, that was intense. That was crazy. That was awesome. And you think to yourself, like, I feel the same love and admiration for the story as I do for a full-fledged novel, you know? Right? I need to write next great American novel. It'll be like 4 pages long.
Yeah.
They came, they saw,
Mhm.
they left. And all was good.
Yeah. They got
No one died.
Yeah.
No one was maimed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. It's a new month for reading. Do you have anything big for July?
Not really. I'd like to catch up on some of the stuff I'm in the middle of.
Yeah.
This thing today. So I'm trying not to like get on my case, like my own case too much about not reading the things that are like on my like TBRs of the groups I'm joining for whatever challenges and stuff. I'm trying to just let that go and try and, like I said, just catch up on stuff and like just finish things. Just freaking finish things. Laura, stop it. I have one really big box of books I'm partway through from 2023 and 2024. I have almost equally sized one from last year as well. It is terrible. Like next year, I need to focus on honestly finishing those because a lot of them I really do want to read. I was really liking them. I just got distracted by other shiny objects, so I just left them sit for too long, and then I was like, well, crap. What do I do with this now? You know. And some of the books were from when I was doing BookTube Prize, and I was reading at my regular pace. And then I was like, oh crap, it's due, and I have 300 pages left in this nonfiction book. So I sped read, but I left my bookmark in where I like stopped real reading, like concentrated reading. So I have like 2 or 3 of those. I would love to get back to those. They were really good. I liked them, but like, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm really trying to just wrap things up this month as much as I can. And then I gotta stop using the library. I love my library and I love using it, but those dates, that's what gets me like distracted. It's like, well, I have to read this by this date, and then like somebody wants it, so I can't renew it anymore. And I'm like, damn it! Even though I've had it for 6 weeks, it doesn't matter. Like, I was really gonna read it then. I never will. But you know, I need to be better about just checking that stuff out and not checking stuff out and just using it for book club books, or if it's like a specific thing for a very specific reason that I have no other option for in my own library. Which by the amount of TBR books I have, I probably have a book that would fit for most prompts. I mean, I have thousands of TBR books here, so like chances are, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I figured you would get it, Andy. I know. So nothing really huge this month. I mean, I'd like to read Jude the Obscure. It's the very last month for the Thomas read along. That's one of my favorite books, but I haven't read it in such a long time. Let's see what else. Valley of the Dolls. Obviously, I'll read that for this. I'm going to skip the Book Naturalist book this month. It's Is a River Alive by Robert, what's his face? I'm not going to read that. In the UK stuff, it's W, author surname. So, like, those will be really easy reads. I have like Julie Walters, David Williams, memoirs and stuff. So, nothing really huge. I just would like to catch up. Also, I am really missing like summer reading when I was a teenager, you know, like you would do the Pizza Hut challenge or like your library challenge or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Just like read as much as you can, whatever you felt like, whatever you wanted. I really miss that.
Yeah.
So I think next year I'm going to try and plan either July or August, like just fun stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a super long way to say I don't really have a ton. Just
right.
Yeah. Close out some tabs here. Oh my gosh, did you hear about that on Jen's channel, Jen's Reading Life? I bought that because of her. It is a big book, like almost 1,000 pages.
Oh.
I'm glad you're
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, both of ours too. Like Libby, you're waiting for things. You're like number 16. All of a sudden, there it is. You're like, what? I'm not ready for this.
I like that they've added that feature to suspend it though, because like it always happens. Like the ones that I know, like are super popular that I know I'm waiting for. And then all of a sudden, yeah. And it's like, it's usually like a Brandon Sanderson and another like heavy hitter, and it will come at the same time. I'm like, there is no way I can read both of those in 14 days. Like, y'all need to calm down.
Nice.
So I just finished Northanger Abbey for my 40 before 40, but also I waited until July so I could read it as part of Jane Austen July. And I was surprised. I liked that. And I'm thinking like, okay, so I only have Mansfield Park left to read of the major, the main novels. And I'm like, okay, so I was thinking the other night, how would I rank my Austen novels? And so my number one is Emma, and then Sense and Sensibility, and then Northanger Abbey, followed by Pride and Prejudice, then Persuasion, and then Mansfield Park. But maybe that's better than one of those and I can bump it up. But like, yeah, I was actually surprised. I felt like, because I feel like Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, and Persuasion are, I feel, very similar. They have a lot of the same things happening, especially Pride and Prejudice and Persuasion. But Northanger Abbey, though it has the same like ideas and same tropes and stuff, the second part of the book where they are at Northanger Abbey, I love that part. It was like Rebecca, like Daphne du Maurier. I was like, this is good. I like this. Where's this? Like, I want more of this in Austen. And so I really did like that. I thought it was good.
Nice.
Home Seeking. Okay. Your dance card is full. Yes.
Probably always
full. I think our dance cards are always full. Yeah. There's never really any room. And then we like make room. Like, oh, another dungeon crawler card. Let's put that one in there.
When I was at the library this afternoon picking up copies of The Women and everything, I thought they would have actual covers, not just the bound covers. So I was looking at the shelves and everything, and I checked out a new book by Anna Huang. I've never read Anna Huang before. I've wanted to for a long time, but I just checked it out. And I get home and look, it's number 2 in a series. You ding dong, what are you doing? Like, but I'm still
Isn't that the worst? My mom,
Laura,
she'll like see books if the word tea is in a book, or it's like whatever. So this last Christmas, she gets me this book, something tea for treason or something like that. It's a sapphic romance, but it's the second one in the series. And I'm like, Mom, what the heck? I can't even read this. So I have the first one on Libby it's like several months. And it's been several months since December that I put a hold on it. It's still sitting at several months. So who knows when I ever read that book.
I know.
Watch a Jane Austen documentary. Netflix, I think it was, and it was really good. Watch The Other Bennett Sister, as good as the book.
Oh my God, it's so
I've been hearing so many good things about that. I just haven't been in the mood to watch something like that. But I have been hearing so many good things about that show.
Yeah, it's so good. My mom started watching it before I did, and then because she's home during the day and I work and stuff, I would talk to her when I get home, like check in for the day when I get home. And she's like, "Oh my God, this episode was so good, Mr. Blah blah blah," and I'm like, "No, I didn't watch it yet." She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Working." Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
So she's like, "Call me back when you finish the episode." It's so good. I haven't read the book yet, but the series is just, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love Mary so much.
I keep thinking about you because I keep seeing Reacher previews or promos, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be hearing about that soon.
Yes, you will. Whether you want to or not, yes, you will.
Well, and it's funny because some of the previews, I'm like, maybe I should watch that show. Because I mean, there's some clever scenes that I like. Usually, that's what gets me. The funny thing is, and because the algorithm gets you. So I watch one clip of The Help, which, mind you, I have read the book twice and I have seen the film numerous times. I own both. I watch one measly clip because I'm like, oh, I remember this movie. I like this movie. And now I like every day I get at least 2 clips. And then because I like it so much, I end up watching it, which then forces more clips. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like watching this whole movie, but like via little tiny clips that are out of order. But I did like that movie. Though I do recognize it is problematic. The book itself and the movie are problematic. I see that now. But I still really enjoyed them. Anywho, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We learn and we move on.
I know. So I know for July you're working on your 40 before 40. That's like your focus, like rush
Yes.
to the end. After that, do you have any plans, or you're just like taking a breath and read whatever you feel like?
Yeah. So basically, so my birthday lands smack dab in the middle of the month, which is really great. I've always liked that. I don't know. It's just been I've always felt really cool that I'm like literally the middle of the month. And I'm really trying hard to get these books read. I really want to be able to like get it done, even though it's not, I mean, it's for my own self. There's no, this is not for anything, but it's, you know how I am, like, I want to be able to finish it.
Yep.
So chances are what'll end up happening is I have no plans whatsoever for the end of July. So that second half of July, other than Valley of the Dolls. I'll pick that up probably the couple days after. But knowing me, I'll jump back on my Kindle and end up reading Dungeon Crawler Carl because Beth Ann's reading it now and my brother Rick is reading it now and they're both flying through them. So now I'm like total FOMO. And it's funny because when I read the first one back in December and I told them that's what I was reading and they were like, oh, I'm like, okay, whatever. You guys suck. It's an awesome book, but I don't have time or mind capacity right now to continue the series because I know it's several books. And now I literally talked to him on like, I think it was like a Sunday. And he's like, you know what book I'm reading? And I was like, Dungeon Crawler Carl? Just being like funny because like everyone's reading that book. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. He's like, it's so good, blah, blah, blah. Laura, 3 days later, he's texting me and he's like, these books, I'm in book 4. And I'm like, oh my God, it must be nice not to have kids and time to just sit down and read a book when you get home from work. Because like, I'm like, how are you already? I'm like, it's been like 2 days.
Yeah. And they just keep getting bigger as they go.
Yes. And he's a physical reader. Like he doesn't do Kindle. He doesn't do audio. He goes to the bookstore, buys the book and then reads it. He's like one of those like real nostalgic readers. Them good, the readers that authors want. Go buy my book, please. And so I'm like, he's already in book 4. That's crazy. But I mean, he's always been like this. He's been an avid reader, just like I have. He would hide in closets when we were like trying to move and he'd be reading Harry Potter and all this kind of stuff. So, and he's like only one book at a time. So I see how he got that far. But now I'm like, he's trying to talk to me about stuff. And I was like, dude, I told you when we spoke, I've only read the first one. Stop. You're like spoiling things. Stop it. And Beth Ann too, she's been sending me, she not anymore because I reminded her I've only read the first one, but she would send me reels and I'm like, I don't know what I haven't read past the first book. She's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I don't watch any reels or anything because I don't want to be spoiled. Yeah, that happens sometimes because I've not read Game of Thrones and I have not watched Game of Thrones, but every so often like I get drawn into some of their clips and then all of a sudden it'll be a ton of clips. I'm like, okay, y'all, I don't actually want to see this, but so move along. It's funny.
Yeah, mine is heated rivalry and like jokes about books and reading smut.
Yeah, I get a lot. Yeah, reading stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot less heated rivalry. It's a lot less. Now I have like,
obviously my shirt. I mean, like, I have problems.
Yeah, I get a lot of Diet Coke stuff because I'm obsessed with Diet Coke.
You, yes.
And I send a lot of Diet Coke things out.
Yeah.
A crap ton of Disney, like any
Yeah,
Disney influencer, anything Disney. It's all about like pins. I don't collect pins. I don't ever want to collect pins, but I love watching people open pins.
mm-hmm.
Anything Disney, it's in there. Those are great topics for the feed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch Game of Thrones because when that started, I didn't have HBO and I was working at my library at the time. And yeah, and I've caught up with the first 3 or 4 seasons eventually. Like I got on the whole list when I was working at the library for the DVDs. So I got like 1, 2, and 3. And then I just happened to get 4. I just caught it when there wasn't a huge hold list. I just caught it. So I got that much. And then I got HBO for a little while. So I watched 5, I think, and part of 6, and then nothing at all. And then I watched the last like 4 episodes live. So I missed a chunk in the middle there. But also there's so much that happens I don't remember. And also this is the joke about it. It's so physically dark you literally cannot see what's happening for huge chunks. So I don't know what happened for lots of things because like grunting battle noises, I don't know who's on screen. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, somebody died. Okay. Like so I really do want to watch it from the beginning again, like with all the lights off so I can maybe see what's happening too.
Yeah. That's what really annoyed me about Discovery of Witches.
Yeah.
Because even sitting in a pitch black room, you cannot see what is on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how through editing they don't figure that out, but like it's not meant to be pitch black. Something is happening and I cannot see it. I cannot see what you're doing. Like I can't. It was so frustrating. So many scenes.
Yep.
Where yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I hate that. It's like you see this through editing. It didn't just, oh, we've missed that part. No, like you can't see. Oh, frustrating.
I know.
I can't, Andy, I would love to, and I have the first one. Because you know, whenever I'm at bookstores and I see popular books, I'm like, I should get that and put it on my shelf and leave it until the hype's gone. But this book is in the same category as the Outlander books, where there are too many triggers in those books for me that I just can't. I cannot stomach some of the things that I know occur in those books. And I'm not saying that it's like things that no one should read. I mean, books are books and everyone has their limits. I know I would not be able to stomach some of the brutality that are as in those books. But I do know that they are beloved. People love those books. And I am happy for you and those people because that's awesome. And I wish I could read them because I know, especially Outlander, I know it's some beautiful writing, but I can't. I can't do it.
That first book was this too. Like I think I've read.
I watched the first season and I couldn't. I was like, I can't watch this show.
Yeah, I read that first book in 24 hours. Like 900 some pages or whatever it is. I just couldn't put it down.
I know it is totally something that it would be the same for me, but just knowing what's in there and how it comes. I was actually talking. I met a new mom at the beginning of the summer, and we were talking about books and like our favorite books, and you know, how can you really say that? But she said Outlander, and I said the reason why I couldn't read that. She's like, and I said, you know, I saw the first season, and I was like, yeah, there's no way I could read those books. She's like, well, the books aren't as bad as she's like, I feel like they amped up the TV show. When you read it, it's different. I was like, yeah, but it's still there. She's like, that's true. She's like, well, to each their own. I said, oh, absolutely. I think if I could get over that kind of thing, I would love those books. They'd probably be all 5 stars. They'd probably be rereadable. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy for everyone else because I know from people who talk about them, they just sound awesome. So,
yeah.
Oh, well. I'll just do something else.
I know.
That's
I'd love
okay.
to read Game of Thrones one day. I did. I bought the first one in mass market. Why? You're
Yeah,
only
that's
getting
what I
older.
have.
You're only getting older. What are you
Hmm.
doing? I let that go like 3 years ago. It's like, what are you doing? No.
I know it's like this thick and it's like
Buy
this
large print.
tiny.
Who are you fooling, girl? No.
I know. I have the same kind of they sit right next to each other, but the what is it? The Strange Doctor Strange and
Oh,
Mr. Norrell or something like that. And it's like the mass market. And I'm just like, how am I ever gonna read that? I mean,
yeah.
it's tiny.
It's not. Get rid of it. It's a good book. You should read it, but
Yeah, it's
it's mass
tiny.
market.
Tiny, tiny, tiny.
Mhm.
But yeah. Okay, so jibber jab, chitty chat, so much. Um, let's do one short sprint, like a 20-minute sprint,
Okay.
and we'll come back and say goodnight. Does that sound good?
Good. Yeah. If you see me
Okay.
nod off, I apologize. I don't think I will, but you never know.
That's okay. I'll try to watch the clock a little bit better this time.
That's good. I was having such a good time, and I was like, "This. I feel this is suspicious. I feel like I'm reading too long." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I never read too long."
Okay, so we'll go to the 45
Okay.
and then we'll say goodnight. So that'll keep us at the whole hour.
Okay.
So enjoy your last sprint and we'll see you on the other side.
Sounds good.
I'm right this time. Oh, this book.
Yeah.
What did you do? Were you still in Cumberbatch or did you move?
Yeah, no, I got to 132. So I only have like 100 pages left. Not bad.
Breeze through that.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
If I could stay awake, I could do it tonight before I went to bed, but that's not going to happen. So, yeah.
Did you get far in? I actually did add that book to my want to read, so
Yeah, it looks interesting.
did not know that that even existed. I would love to know what Marilyn Monroe was reading because she is a fascinating person.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fascinating people out there that I wish I would take more time in, reading their memoirs or their, biographies and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. There's just so much to read. It's so hard to keep up with anything. But that book does look fascinating. So, and I, of course, love the cover. So,
yeah, it's nice.
That's on my want to read list. So, thank you for that. And so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining us. We do our sprints once a month. So, it's the first Tuesday of every month. So, if you want to join us next month, it's the first Tuesday of the month.
How did you do?
I'm okay. So it appears that I have 2 hours and 25 minutes left of the book.
Okay.
And I think that's the real time.
Right. If it's in the middle, that's the real time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is fine. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah. I
just can't believe how fast I can set this, and it's still, to me, it seems slow. Mm-hmm. I'm at 2.4, and I feel like I could still go faster, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it there. But yeah, so the first Tuesday of the month is our reading sprints, and then the last Tuesday of the month is the live discussion for the book that we read that month. So like this month's book is Valley of the Dolls. And we will do the live discussion on the last Tuesday of the month, which for this month, it is July 28th. So for everyone who is reading the book or wants to join us for that discussion, that is the 28th of July, which is the last Tuesday of the month. So yeah, it's funny because when you think about it, it's actually 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
But on the calendar, it's the first and the last. But it's actually 2 weeks in a row. So that's just how it works out. Anyways. What did you start? Mother Tongue by Sarah.
Oh, nice.
It's good. Oh, okay.
I watched Biz by her a long time ago. Yep.
Usually a good reason to read something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I think that was a great sprint. Overall, I think we had a lot of fun. Our chats were good. Mm-hmm. We didn't go too far into, outer space and stuff. But yeah, I'm so happy for everyone who has been here for the first time. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who have been here with us every time, Andy, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you. And we are excited to read with you this month. If you're not reading Valley of the Dolls, hopefully you're reading something fantastic, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the month, if not at our next sprint. So, okay. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.